yeah. So like I said, Endgame. It's gonna be. I don't know. I really don't know how this movie about to go. Because I'm glad they haven't shown us a lot. That's another good thing. Because now we don't really know how it's gonna go. But I hope. What I really, really hope is that they don't spend like a fucking hour of them like grieving
I feel
because
like that's
I
gonna
know,
happen.
and
I
I'm
feel like that's gonna be a big part of. I mean, they've already said that the movie might be 3 fucking hours, so I
I
feel
think they
like
did say it's gonna be three
yeah.
hours.
So I feel like them grieving is gonna be a big part of it.
Welcome to the ungrateful ambassadors.
I am Hidetoshi Yosuke.
I'm Super Miles, and we're talking about Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah, I am inevitable.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. So
I told you, motherfuckers. I told you. I fucking told you. I knew. I fucking knew it. I'm like, it's 3 hours, and it's gonna be fucking 2.5 hours of them remembering and fucking just crying over the shit for them to finally get back together. And what do? They only fight for 20 minutes. The rest is fucking grieving. It was grieving the whole movie. Like I get it as a wrap up, like the end, like the tail end of it. Okay, it was a nice sign off, which they literally signed off. Like they put their signatures in the fucking end credits. So yes, fine. But the fucking majority of the goddamn movie is them just grieving and then going back in time to different dimensions to get fucking stones. And then after getting those stones and coming back and doing a new snap and bringing everybody back, which fuck that whole shit because they're like, oh, Thor, we don't think you're in the right mindset to do this.
I don't give a fuck.
Like, he's depressed because of what happened. So what the fuck do you think he's gonna do when he does the snap? He's gonna bring everybody back. That's why he's mad. Well, that's why he's so depressed. So what? Why not let him do it? Oh well, we need somebody just as strong. So here's the Hulk. Like it was made like his gauntlet was made specially. So you got to be able to handle it. And he's like, well, it gives off gamma radiation, so I'm actually pretty much made to do it. I'm made to do it, right? Well, it still fucks him up anyway. So he didn't kill him, but he survived.
He didn't. He didn't fucking regenerate that arm
Yeah.
for a good minute, which
Yeah.
didn't make any sense.
Which I mean, it's the
If
Hulk.
you know
So
anything
it
about
would
the
happen.
Hulk,
It would happen eventually. It's fine.
yeah, but it shouldn't take that.
I mean, it is the Infinity Stone. So
Fuck that.
whatever. So he does it. He brings everybody back. Everybody's happy. Oh shit, it worked. And then Thanos shows up.
All right, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Blowing up all of your shit.
Yeah, and then he comes in
Blows up.
already just chilling like
Wait. No.
here now.
Blows up everybody's shit. No one died.
No, they didn't. They were just
Ant-Man was standing right in
So
front
he
of
was
the
right in the
fucking
window,
window.
right in the window.
Just disappears. We
It
know
is-
what the fuck happened. It wasn't like a hey, what's that? He's just like, oh, it's beautiful. Boom. What?
Right.
And then like, did he have time to shrink?
That should have.
We don't know.
No,
but he
should've-
shrunk.
Who should have did it? Thor. Thor should have been at the window.
Right. That I can believe Thor being okay. Like, oh fuck. Like,
Right.
But Ant-Man. When did he have time to react?
I guess he went microscopic or whatever the fuck they call it.
I don't fucking know.
Well, he survived, and
Yeah.
everybody survived.
Everybody survives. Everybody's fucked up, but they're like
Yeah,
not so fucked up that they can't get up.
Yeah.
Well, except for like Rocket and them fucking,
I mean, it's whatever. They're superheroes. They're fine.
yeah.
And then we get the fight. Thanos versus Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, which
Yep.
is thank you.
Fire. It was firefight.
Thank you.
Can't say it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
a firefight.
And what's the name proved he was worthy to hold Thor's hammer.
Yep.
So
Again.
yeah, and for some reason, even though he's fat, Thor with his hammer and Stormbreaker doesn't just fucking kill Thanos. Like, I don't understand. how you didn't, but
Yeah, I don't get it either.
whatever.
It didn't really make.
It's fine.
It didn't really make any sense. Like, oh, he's fat now. Okay,
It's
but
fine.
I mean, that doesn't mean he's immobile. Like he's
But
still Thor.
let's also talk about everybody coming back. Okay. So when the big fight's about to start, 2 hours in.
2 hours! 2 hours!
When the big fight's about to start, what's the name? Falcon gets on the radio and he's like, "Cap, we ready to do this?" Now, mind you, Falcon was snapped, and the last thing that happened before they were snapped was that they were on the battlefield.
Yeah.
In Wakanda.
Yeah.
So after this happens and they come back, everybody just shows up. Like they all assembled. They all came together as if this was a plan. Because Falcon calls him, he's like, "Yo, Cap, you ready? Blah, blah, blah."
That is weird.
And he was like, "Oh shit, okay." And guess who brings them in? Fucking Stephen Strange.
Yeah, and his
And the other people.
other fucking wizards.
Yeah. So
But,
I don't know if this was told to him by Tilda Swinton or whatever, because she was aware that these things were happening. She's like, "This doesn't happen yet, but it will happen soon." But I don't remember her ever explaining this shit. And I think maybe it was because of one of the possibilities he saw, and was like, "All right, so I know what's going to happen. We're going to get snapped. We're going to come back, and then I bring everybody together." So maybe that was it. Maybe. But it's a big fucking if. Okay? So everybody else pulls up, and it's like, all right, it's time to go to war. And now it's like, this is what happened in Infinity War. Like, this is the same setup. Like, when they were in Wakanda, it's a bunch of people versus a bunch of fucking Chitauri, and they just clash. So it's like, all right, we get it. And then there's the children who, those are the only real fighters. And they don't get into it as much because they're not directly in front of them.
Yeah, not this time.
But, that didn't stop us. Because now everybody's trying to get the gauntlet, right? That's the thing. Everybody's trying to get the gauntlet, or whatever. And while the whole fighting's going on, everybody meets up. They're seeing each other again. "Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, I'm glad you're back. Blah, blah, blah." Whatever. So then now it's like, all right, we need to get the gauntlet out of here. Let's take it to the van. Let's get it out of here. And then Thanos can't do shit with it. Cool.
Yeah.
So now we need to get it over here. We need to take this over here. You know what would be great for us to get something to where we need to get it to quickly? Somebody who's really fast. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody who's really fast and really powerful. Really strong. Who could it be? Oh! Captain Marvel. Because she's there, isn't she?
Well, she shows up eventually.
Yeah, she's there, right?
Yeah.
Well, eventually, good. I'm glad you said that. Eventually.
Eventually.
Because if fucking Doctor Strange bring everybody, if that's what we're saying, if that's our theory, Doctor Strange is bringing everybody there, why the fuck he ain't get Captain Marvel? I ain't gonna get her.
My real question is, how the fuck did she even know to come back?
Yeah, that it was go time.
Because remember the last time they talked to her, she was like, "Hey, I might not be in communication for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy and shit.
I'm gonna be busy." So how the fuck did she know to come back?
Fuck that being busy shit. You being busy while we're about to do the snap? We're waiting on Thanos? The most important part is everything. He just snapped half the fucking universe. This is bigger than whatever the fuck you talking about. Oh, I got other shit going on.
Right.
He snapped half
what's
of
happening there is happening everywhere. Okay? So if we're talking about reversing all of that,
then where else should you be?
right, shouldn't you be here helping us reverse all of that? Like,
whatever. She gets back. Remember, we need to take this gauntlet over to that thing as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm here. I can do it. Like, get the gauntlet to her, young man, and she'll do it, or something, or we'll do it.
And Spider-Man says, "I don't know how you're gonna get through all that. Bitch, she just flew into a ship
Yeah.
that was lighting y'all the fuck up. She literally just flew through it and made it crash.
Yeah.
I think she'll be fine. But hey, let's get a little bit of girl power in here.
Let's get her some help.
Don't worry, she's got help. Okay.
All the females.
Out of all of you females,
spread out over the entire battlefield.
maybe right. Why did y'all all meet up right here? Weren't y'all all busy doing your own fights somewhere else?
Who told you to do it?
Right.
Like this was the plan that was made between them two, and then or between Cap and Captain Marvel, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know what we should do? Hey, we should go help her.
Right.
Like, yeah, hey, you know what? For some reason, I should go help Captain Marvel right now. I don't even know the bitch, but you know what? I think I should go help her.
I think if anyone should be coming over there to help, maybe Cap and Thor.
Yeah.
You know, they have the two most area of effect weapons. That fucking lightning, bitch! Boom! Get the fuck out of the way! Boom! That makes sense.
Or maybe they should be the ones holding off Thanos.
Right.
While she goes. No, he's fighting fucking Scarlet Witch right now. You took away everything from me.
Oh, by the way, like, okay,
you are.
right. Well, she got blown away by the ship. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, does that mean like she can't get back up and do it again? Like,
let's also not forget the other motherfucker who could help a lot. He could do a lot to help right now. Where he at?
What are you talking about?
Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's holding back a fucking wave. He's fucking water bending right now. Instead of like, I don't know, maybe using your magic to just
dimension,
you know, send up some more earth to block it off. Or something.
I don't know, make a dam or something.
Nah, I'm just gonna make a big ass fucking. And here's my thing: if you're doing that, and then everything's over. You're like, oh, are we done? Did he just drop it or like what the fuck? Like
he kept looking back too, like, hey, what's going on?
Right? Like
you good?
It just as easily one of the children or something kind of like shot him in the back, like
right. If anybody,
and then they go keep going, like
fighting, whatever his name, Maud, whatever. What's his name?
I think it was
Ebony Maw.
Yeah.
If anybody should have been fighting that motherfucker, it should have been Doctor Strange. Because we acting like he didn't go the fuck off in Infinity War.
Yeah, he was a problem in Infinity War.
So now we acting like...
If anything, this should be the rematch, but no, we're not going to do that.
No, keep the best away.
Yeah.
So, Captain Marvel was
trying to remember they got rid of him in a bitch-ass way in Infinity War. They had to shoot him out into space because it was like...
Yeah.
None of us can beat him. So
he's from space, but
I mean,
shoot him out in space.
We've seen other aliens go out into space and they pretty much, I guess, no one can survive in the atmosphere.
Thanos
except for
out in space. Yeah. So anyway, so they're doing this escort mission where all the women are escorting Peter Parker, which Captain Marvel could have just flew him through, but they're doing that, and he's going through, and
they don't even make a big gap for her.
No, they didn't.
They didn't even make a big gap for Captain Marvel.
Because she didn't need them.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears. The bears can smell the menstruation.
Well, that's just great. You hear that, Ed? Bears. Now you're putting the whole station in jeopardy.
I know, but my thing is, it's like, and that's what I'm saying, that's why it's so irrelevant. Like, here's my thing. You had Mantis show up, which I was like, Mantis, you don't even fight. Why are you there? You're there just to be there. Fucking, what the hell is her name? No. Fucking Michonne. I don't know. I can't. Can't think of her name.
She was there.
Avengers, but she's there. But my thing is like your weapon is like a single person type thing. Like we gotta clear out a lot of motherfuckers, and your weapon is definitely not good for that. It's not good for that. Who else useless ass was there? I mean, then you have Gamora and Nebula there.
Is not useless. Take that back. Take it back.
She's not useless.
The group was useless.
I'm saying to fight a large army to try to make.
Where did Valkyrie get that fucking Pegasus from?
You know what? I don't even want to get into that shit. I don't know where she got that Pegasus. That shit was hella random.
Yeah, I don't know where she got that shit.
Well, my thing is just like, okay, whatever. So you have them kind of come out. You have fucking.
We still didn't say where the fuck they escaped to after Thanos took over his ship.
Yeah, we just know that
they just escaped.
Survived.
Yeah,
but no, like you have fucking Pepper and the
who was
rescuer.
Her and Wasp was the ones who could help.
Who are the most useful?
Wasp and fucking what's the name? And
who else had
Captain
like
Marvel.
A beam thing? Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so like they come up, they kind of shoot a beam, and then Captain Marvel just like, okay, well let's go, boom, boom, and just fucking flies through that whole army like well, the fuck we knew she could.
Yeah.
And like even Thanos tries to run up and stop her, and she's just like, bitch, like, and he's like, all right, well fuck it, and just blew up the van, and it's like, well,
and he started waxing her ass.
Right. Well, sorta.
Oh, he waxed her.
No, at first, you know, he was hitting her and then realized like, oh shit, that's not working, and then he's like, all right, bitch, bam, Power Stone to the face, like, yeah, get the fuck off me, like, yeah, that's kind of how I felt like that should have gone down.
Yeah. So all of this, because we get sidetracked.
Yeah, we are.
The main point is
the female group thing was pointless.
That was pointless, and Thanos was whooping everybody's ass, and then he got the gauntlet.
Yep.
He got the gauntlet. Everything's supposed to be over with. It's like, oh shit, here it goes again. And all of a sudden, Tony Stark learned sleight of hand at some point.
Yeah. Now look, look.
He learned sleight of hand.
Far...
Not only did he take the shits out, he took the stones out, which we saw how he puts them in there. Like he does those, boom, and it goes in. He took them off of his gauntlet. Every single one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He took them off his gauntlet and put him into his own. Like that.
Without Thanos noticing.
Exactly.
Because, and this is the thing, and this is why it's stupid. Because every time he puts an Infinity Stone in the gauntlet, he gets a surge of power.
Mm-hmm.
Which would mean that as Tony is taking them, you should be feeling the surge of power leaving you.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. At least noticing, like, I feel slightly weaker than I was just a second ago.
And not to mention him having the Infinity Stones. What's his rush?
Yeah.
What's his rush? Like, what's his, all right, now I'm about to snap.
Yeah, because remember he...
Look at all the shit he was doing when they was attacking him.
Yeah, in fucking Infinity War, remember when Drax and fucking Mantis and them, he turned Drax into, like, stone blocks and Mantis and, like, whatever the fuck he did to her. Because he had the reality stone. And could shift reality out of once.
He got reality, time, all
he got
the
the
shit.
time. Like, the time stone, for crying out loud. You could have easily, like, anybody trying to step to you, just freeze them. Reverse time. Yeah. Okay.
Which should have took the entire, like, all the heavy hitters. It should have took Captain Marvel. It should have took Doctor Strange. Everybody who had their own movie. It should have took them to stop Thanos. Like, he tried to do the time shit. Doctor Strange moved back to time shit. He tried to hit a nigga with the Power Stone. Fucking Captain Marvel, you know, matched him in power. Since she's supposed to be the most powerful. Anything. There's a match for every stone. And it should have been the team up that it took to do it. But instead, it only took one person with, like I said, sleight of hand, out of nowhere, to take all the shit away, put it on his own, and for him to hit the I am Iron Man. Boom. I'm like, I don't know what that line was for. Like,
it was just them trying to shoot
I know
back to
them trying to. I'm like, I know.
But my issue with that is more so
the context.
Thanos being so
me for the line
awestruck by the fact that, oh shit, he took the stones from me.
I would have been awestruck too, like, oh shit.
Yeah, but here's my thing, like, you were quick enough to throw your fucking thing into the van when you saw Captain Marvel rush past you. Why weren't you quick enough to, like, knee this nigga in the face the moment he took it from you? Like, oh, no, you know.
Get back, bitch.
Right, you know, like, no. So he's just like, like, because think about it, it took Tony a minute to get out the Iron Man thing. It wasn't like I am Iron Man. It was, I am Iron Man.
It's fucking Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle.
And it was like a whole 20 seconds. Like,
you're crazy.
It was like a whole 20 seconds. Like, bro, you had enough time to run up to him and kick him in the face. Like,
he had a lot of time to do shit.
It's not like you, like, Thanos' fist is like the size of Tony's chest. You could easily knock him the fuck out and been done.
Yeah,
it's not like
you've seen I guess it was like you already seen what Thanos could do in Infinity War because he was whooping everybody's ass. You've seen him take on fucking Iron Man, Thor, and shit, everybody. Everybody who pull up on him, you've seen what he can do. Right. So I guess it's just like, well, I guess this is where we wrap it up. And it's like, fine. So we lose Tony Stark, which was fucking sad.
Right. How was it?
Then it's like, well, technically it doesn't really matter. Because now it's like, okay, well, we've taken all these stones away from different dimensions, and now we should take them back.
Explain the process of doing that.
Well, look, the problem is they had to go to get them because they had to put the shit together to bring everybody back, right?
Right.
So when you take one stone from each of these like dimensions or timelines, it keeps it from ever fully being there, right?
Right.
So how can Thanos snap in any other fucking dimension or timeline if he doesn't have all fucking 6? So instead of doing that and saving people the fucking heartbreak, they decide to take the shits back so that it can go along. But the problem is, when you came there in the first place, you've already changed the timeline. So you can't go back and be like, oh, let me put this back so now I don't change anything. You've already done it. You've already created a split timeline. Like, it's all different now. You've already done it. The damage has been done. So you going back and giving him the chance to put all 6 together in those realities, you just fucked them over again. Like, you saved them saving yourself. And now you just fucked them up again. Because there's no there's a slight chance that when you brought it back, they can't do the same shit you did. Like, they won't have the MVP fucking rap.
Well, the thing is, it's like, the thing is, at that point, it becomes just a big ass time paradox because it's like, okay, you had to take the stones back from the moment that they were taken. So that would mean Cap would be running into the other versions of them that came to take the stones from the other versions of them.
No, it doesn't. It just doesn't work. Because remember, in one of them, when they went back to when they were fighting the Chitauri the first time, in Avengers, when they went there, remember they had to sneak through there. Like, they barely got the shit. And when they did get it, and they gave Tony a fucking heart attack, which changes a lot, Loki also got the Tesseract back.
Yeah.
And he left.
And then he left.
So that's a new timeline.
Yeah,
that's already been. Is a new timeline. The damage is done. And you going back to that same time where you took it away, you can't do that. Like, it's not. You're not going to. But
the same that's not where he would go back to anyway to put the.
You can't do it.
Like, no, I'm saying he wouldn't go back there to put the Space Stone back because that's not where they ended up getting the Space Stone because Loki left. Remember, him and Tony ended up going back further to when Howard Stark was in
which is a new timeline.
Right.
It's not the same one.
What?
Which is why I'm saying when I say they're going to put them back to when they took them, it's like technically when you go back to those other places, like you would have to return to the same exact timeline that you took it from. And in those timelines, that time has already passed because you've already done it. You already came in, took it, and left. And now you're coming back. Even if you came back to when you took it from, the one you first took it from, that's a whole nother thing. Like the one you're coming back to has just split. So there's the point where you took it and the point where you weren't about to take it. And now the one that you're bringing it back to. Like, that's a whole nother time.
I mean, this is the whole reason why when...
You shouldn't do time travel.
Exactly. It's the whole reason why you shouldn't do time travel and anything, but it's also the whole reason why...
you shouldn't do it, but don't try to fix it.
What about the policy, the butterfly effect? The butterfly fucking suck my nuts!
But yeah, it's also the same reason as to why Doctor Strange, when he looked into the future, there's all these different possibilities of what the fuck could happen because there's multiple timelines. Like, regardless of if you think like your time is on a linear path, it's not because it can diverge because of anything. Like something small,
like fucking something being there that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, fucking trip and stub my toe right here where I didn't trip and stub my toe. Now all of a sudden I got a problem.
I was gonna make peanut butter and jelly, but I decided to make fucking ham sandwich.
Right. Yeah. It's just like shit can change because of anything small.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, and that's why time travel
can't fix
shit
it.
never makes sense.
You just can't fix it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If you're going somewhere where you think you're fixing it, in reality, you're just making it different.
Yeah.
So
Dragon Ball Z. Shouts out to Dragon Ball Z.
Keeping that right.
Dragon Ball Z did it. Trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Trunks came back in the past, trying to change his shit. He changed the past, but not his past. His past was still the same. He just shifted the past.
He didn't go to what's the name like he could have.
What?
He didn't go to the fucking. He didn't go to Namek. He didn't go to New Namek.
No, he could have just went to New Namek
and saved the rest
Dragon Balls.
But whatever.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Sorry, yeah.
So
sorry.
now,
sidetrack.
Right. So now it's oh my god. So now it's just like okay, now that everybody's upset because Tony's dead, and now they're having his funeral. And as they're having his funeral, well, after it's over, I'm sitting here like,
I love you 3,000.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, why? You know what? You know what I felt like?
What?
TFS. I felt like them. Why do you care? What? Why do you care? Like that he's dead. You can get another one. Fucking Nebula is literally from another what's the name? Gamora is literally from another fucking timeline. This is not your original Gamora. This is a Gamora from another timeline.
Yeah.
Your Gamora is dead. This is a different one. So go get another Tony Stark. Yeah, from one of the 14 million timelines where they
get a Tony from after he had his daughter, so that way he still has his daughter. Well, but see, that's when you dip into like the Into the Spider-Verse thing. Like, just because you bring somebody from a different timeline to yours, that they're not necessarily supposed to be there, and then you're kind of fucking over a different timeline. I mean, at that point, you're just kind of like, fuck you to whoever in the other timeline. Like,
but it's other timelines where it didn't work, or it could have been Tony that got snapped. So it's like there are unlimited timelines. Yeah. So you going to go get another one doesn't change that. And like I said, Gamora is from another one, so it's not like, oh, we have morals, we can't do it. Like, you've already fucking done it. And then it's like, okay, and now Nat is dead. Well, go get another fucking Nat. Like, go get another Black Widow. Why not? Who cares? There are other places where shit didn't work out. So fuck it. Do it. You already taking stones back to technically where they shouldn't be and getting motherfucking kills in the process. So clearly y'all really don't give a shit. And not only that, Cap going back, he lived the rest of his life.
Which, by the way, that thing, thinking on the Cap going back in the past, returning the stones and then staying in the past, doesn't make sense.
What do you mean? Why doesn't it?
Because here's my thing. If Cap goes back in the past, returns all the stones, right? And then decides to spend his days with Peggy and gets old. Now, by the time all the events of the Avengers and all that shit happen,
he just let that.
He'd already be old.
What do you mean?
Think about it. By the time they thawed him out of the ice and shit in Avengers, right? Peggy was already old.
No, he's going back to where she was still young.
Yes.
He's going back to.
But if he stays with her in the past.
Remember when the airplane crashed, right?
Yes.
And he gets frozen.
Yes.
He's going to a timeline in which, like, his body is frozen underneath, but he goes to Peggy so they don't go to find it. Like, he stole a Captain America's timeline.
Sneaky son of a bitch.
He stole another one.
Yeah, I get that, but my thing is this.
Like, he's there where his dead body is, like in Rick and Morty. Like, he took over there.
But here's my thing. Here's what I'm saying. So, he went to go where Peggy was young, right? Which would mean that would be back in, what was it?
In the
40s or fucking some shit. I don't remember which war it was.
World War II.
Was it World War II? Well, whichever war it was. And he decides to live his life with Peggy.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy, by the time you meet up with the Avengers timeline, where Cap got thawed out and all that shit, would mean
she was old.
That she was old.
Right.
Which would mean he was old, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
where are you confused?
What I'm confused about is if he's old, he didn't fight in the event. So what he's telling me, like, a young, so like he lived his life with Peggy, but then another version of him, the one you're talking about that was still in the ice, is the one getting thawed out right now and is fighting all the best.
Why would they thaw it out?
Because how the fuck is he gonna fight all the like when the Chitauri shit first show up?
He's not. He's changed it. He changed that timeline. That's what I'm telling you. They've changed it. Him being there in the first place changed it.
Oh yeah, because technically, them killing off Thanos, because that was a Thanos from a different timeline. So technically, that Thanos doesn't exist. They changed that timeline too. That Thanos doesn't exist. So all of the events that led up to any of this shit happening doesn't technically happen.
Exactly.
Because they kill off Thanos.
So once again,
therefore, creating another paradox because then none of this shit happened.
No, it does happen.
It doesn't if you kill the whole purpose for it happening.
Not in that timeline.
No, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not.
I know. I get it. They were saying that about, just because you change your past becomes your new future.
Exactly.
Which can't be affected by whatever.
Exactly. It's all branches. Branch. So once again,
time travel's still bad.
Why are we upset that they're dead? Because we can go get another one. Okay?
Because the one that we do care about, the one that existed in our current timeline, is dead. It's not like Dragon Balls. Another one from a different timeline who may not have the same. Dragon Ball.
It's like Rick and Morty.
Who may not have the same morals or the same personality.
Got limited families that he can go to, so he's just like, oh, well, if this shit don't work out, guess what? I'm going to another dimension. And I'm bringing my Morty with me. If my Morty dies, I can just get another fucking Morty. So, once again, why? Why are we so sad? And the whole thing about us being sad about Tony Stark being killed and all that, it's like, okay, the only reason why we're supposed to be sad is because, like I said, the whole morals thing, like, if we take stuff away, we gotta take it back, blah, 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 which technically you can't do, but anyway, we're going with that. But Cap goes to live his whole fucking life with Peggy.
Yeah.
Which was kind of selfish, but
extremely selfish.
Going off the moral shit we doing, he changed the timeline himself.
He did just by him being there.
Right. So fuck it. Bring him back.
Yeah.
But no, we don't. So fuck whatever. Fuck that movie. That's another reason. Now the same weekend as The Long Night, pissing me off because I'm just sitting there like, son, who gives a shit? I came here to watch motherfuckers fight. And I get it for 20 minutes.
You get a 2.5 hour soap opera before you actually get the fight. Let's be honest, because look, I get why he's upset. I get it. Like, sitting here talking about it, thinking about it, you're like, there's a lot of shit that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
But, I mean, the movie...
So give me some fighting.
The movie overall, I still enjoyed it.
It was alright.
But... yeah, no, he's got a big point though. Like, the time travel thing, like, don't do time travel.
No. You know what else? They fucking mastered aging.
Huh?
He mastered aging. Remember when they were trying to do time travel?
Yeah.
But instead he was aging like Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Remember he made him older, made him younger, and then made him back into his original. So in reality, they mastered aging. He can age a person younger and bring him back older. Like, he can put the exact time.
True.
Exactly. Fuck this movie.
True.
I'm done. I'm done. Well. Fuck you, Avengers.
Alright, well, guys, that has been our Avengers Endgame rant.
We're on my fucking channel.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comment section below. If you how you felt about Endgame. You know, made a lot of money, but doesn't mean it didn't have plot holes. So, are there any plot holes you guys noticed that you want to point out? Help us out. We might have missed something. Don't know. But yeah, we appreciate you guys listening. I'm Hidez Oshiosuke.
Miles.
All right, y'all have a good night.